Hi, welcome to another sketchbook tour. I finished the sketchbook somewhere last week, I think. It's not a thick sketchbook, it really isn't. But because of that, I wanted to put effort in every page. So I do think it's a fun one. We're gonna do a very quick flip through. That is not a good flip through. Yeah, it's also falling apart. I don't really have much to say, so we're gonna start. One thing I do want to mention really quickly though, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I am doing well. I'm working on a myriad of videos, but also really not doing much. But I'm doing well, so there will be more coming. Everything is good. We're gonna start with this sketchbook there. Yeah. So as I was saying, this came loose when I was working on the very last page. But whatever. What is that? Oh, that's a flower. Okay. I started this on February 7th, about 2 months ago, 2.5, I don't know. There's gonna be so much Hatsune Miku in this sketchbook, so much. It's everything I did. I don't know, my obsession just it skyrocketed. So every other page is gonna be Hatsune Miku, so if you like cute girls, this is the sketchbook for you. Yeah, that has my name on it, we're gonna censor that. Anyways, sketchbook 24, I actually have a very, very quick time lapse of this process of the sketchbook. I really like the colors. It says welcome. First page. This is fan art for the manga Kininatteiru hito ga otsuko janakatta, or the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. It's a really good manga. I love the characters. So I drew them. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. I wanted to test out if water worked well on this paper. I bought this one in Berlin in a museum actually, but very quickly I learned I did not like the paper. It didn't really hold pencil that well. It wouldn't really show up on the page, so I had to work with a 2B pencil or it just wouldn't show up. So that was a little annoying. It also didn't handle water-based markers that well, or anything for that matter, but I was fine. This is a really random page. This one, I think I freehanded these with this pen actually, which is like pen, but then it's a marker. Interesting. I really like this little I'm gonna continue. We have, oh my, I forgot about this. We have some lyrics in the background. It was more just writing practice. I don't speak Chinese, but kanji practice for me. Anyways, I drew this little girl like a mermaid something, and this girl on a motorbike. Motorbikes are not easy to draw. I think we all know that. But I don't think I did a bad job. And then in the background, I used some colored pencil to draw in the background. Oh, and there we go. There is the first Hatsune Miku that I drew in the sketchbook. I have these acrylic markers, and I decided to use them. I wouldn't recommend drawing through the middle of the page, but I wanted to test it out, and it didn't really turn out. But I do really like the bold shading or bold cell shading that you get when you use acrylic markers, because you can't really blend them or get soft edges. So there's that. We have, I finally got this dark red. No, this was done with this one, with the Unipin, I think. But red line art, and just kind of establishing a color palette. I really like it because then the page just feels more cohesive. This is more the Green Yuri fan art. Yeah, what can I say? More sketches. These are pretty simple. I think these were just Pinterest sketches or from memory. I don't really know. And here I had this brush marker with ink that I bought in Japan. And it has it's like a brush. It's brush and it's ink. That's it. So I drew a scene with that. Coffee shop from Pinterest. Oh wow. My little pony. Again, I drew My Little Pony because I don't know. I don't know why I drew that. It's been a while. Oh, this page is not much better. I first draw Sonic Miku because I learned that she exists, and I thought that was really funny because I think Sonic is really funny. And I drew a bunch of rats because I want to get better at drawing rats. I really like this mama one. I think that one's adorable. And this fat one is just funny. I like it. This is when I got a whole bunch more of these click art pens. So I tested them out. And this is when I tested out alcohol markers, and I learned, wow, the sketchbook does not like that at all. So I think this is the only time I actually used alcohol-based markers. But other than that, I like this one. So the alcohol markers obviously blend through, and I think it looks funny. I always think it looks funny. So I didn't want to draw on top of it, so instead I pasted or taped in this self-portrait that I did with color pencil. On the other side, I was watching TV while I did this, was drawn with, where is it? Miji. Ooh, pen. I love sap green, one of my favorite colors, so I drew some plants with that. Plants with 3 S's. Oh, these are some, wait, let me grab it. We probably all know this man, J.C. Leindecker. I got his art book, and I did some studies because I love his art. So that's really fun. I think I like this one. I think it's very clean. Next up, this is a really bad, well, that's even worse. This is a pretty bad composition, I'm sorry. So crunchy. Also, I'm using a new microphone, and I don't know how it works, but I hope that the audio is better. But the microphone is very much in the way of my sketchbooks. I hope you guys can hear my voice in all its crispness for once. We got Asuka. The body is really bad, so I just did the face, and I like how the face turned out. This one was really cute when it was just a sketch, and I was like, I'm gonna color it in with this chonker of a pencil, and I did not have any control with that, so why did I do that? Anyways, and then I animated Ray. I tested watercolors for this, and the sketchbook also didn't like watercolors, so yeah, well, I don't think I used it much more after that. I mostly used color pencil. Like here, I got really obsessed with the Pop Mart Peach Riots figurines, so I did some studies of them because I really like the art style. And this, once again, click art pen. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. And I used that for line art, kind of freehanding, and then I took what I learned from this art style, this stylization, and drew a Hatsune Miku with it because you're gonna see her a lot. And I really like how this one turned out. I think the colors are just so clean because, well, there's actually no shading except for the face a little bit. Yeah, so we have more Miku. This page is obviously blue and purple or indigo. Oh, these are some Sonic stamps that I have. They don't work very well. I drew Sonic, I don't know, Miku, a random girl with the Tombow brush marker that I've actually shown 4 times already, so I'm not gonna do it again. Blueberry, I like this blueberry, and then with some cats and some portraits. I drew this only 2 months ago, I think, but it feels like forever. Ooh, this is fun. Whatever. I drew this corner of my room. That's also Hatsune Miku. That's a figurine I have. Just freehanding it once again with one of those click pens. And I think I like it. I want to get a lot better at observational drawing because that's very important for your art skills. Oh, these were drawn with this zebra pen that I found on the ground at a shrine. Oh, there. I did. It really bleeds through, which you will see, which you won't see actually. Anyways, I drew Gigi, I don't know, the Peach Riot girl again. Once again, kind of freehanding to get my observation better just from pictures, so it didn't really do much. And then with the, so I'm gonna get this out. Did I tape this in? Oh, I did. Oh wait, okay, I'll show this later. With the markers, so yes, that's what I did. And it bled through, so I just put, I did such a bad job at making it fit the page, but I got some orange and I drew on the orange, thought that would be fun with this pencil and a gel one. These were all freehanded, which you can probably tell. I think they're all from memory, maybe not that tails, but actually I think it's kind of cute. I like this guy, some bamboo, I think that's cute. Once again, this one is not a really good example of that, but look at that horse. But I really like establishing a color palette of some sort, just 2 or 3 colors, a main color and kind of 2 accent colors, I guess, and the line arts. Ooh, we got more Hatsune Miku on the right. On the left we have Mualani from Genshin. Her character design is, there's a lot to say about that, but I think she's really cute, so I drew her. I drew it with pencil and it took forever, but I think it kind of it's actually whatever. And then on the right we got Hatsune Miku, more with, not this one in particular, but of the click pens. Once again, kind of freehanding, so no sketch, just kind of relatively like making sure that everything is in proportion to each other. That's kind of hard, so they don't all look the best. But I really like this one. We got my obligatory pen page. I always draw like at least one spread in a sketchbook with a pen, but I know I don't like sketching with pen. This one, however, was drawn with my banana fish pen, and I do really like this one. So yeah. And then on the right is another observational drawing of my desk. The proportions are kind of off. My laptop is not that small, but whatever. My phone is not as big as my laptop. I really like this sketch, and then I decided to color it in, and I don't like that, but I think it's kind of cute. I really like making I learned at this point that I really like making observational drawings of like my room and my desk and everything, and then if you do them often enough, or like every couple months, and then you could put them all together, and then you can just like see the progression, right? And that's really, really cool. Like your progression in your skill, obviously, but also just like your space, because your space is like a lot, right? It says a lot about how you create and what you create and what inspires you. So yeah, another observational drawing, that's what I'm trying to say. We got Ash Lynx from Banana Fish. I'm so bad at drawing him. I'm actually embarrassed, but I won't get better, just hoping I'll get better. So I'm just like, I'm gonna draw him so many times until it turns out good. So these aren't that good. I think these were some notes on how I want to draw him, maybe? We got more Hatsune Miku. These are both pretty bad. And then two sketches that I think I drew in class or something. We're gonna skip this. I didn't like the previous page, but this page, sorry, I love this one. We got Strawberry Miku and Senbon Sakura Miku. I love these so much. Maybe it's the dark red line art that I'm just like in love with. The bright colors, it turned out well. It's so clean. Just look at this. Just appreciate it for a moment, okay? I think this is one of the best spreads in the sketchbook. I also really like this one. It was very lucky that I had this maroon pencil, because this color is pretty unique. One thing that I do want to mention, that I've been so inspired by like unique colors the past couple months. Like you have red, you have orange, you have green, right? But just like a maroon or an olive green or something, that's pretty rare, I guess. I don't know, I think they're inspiring, that's what I'm trying to say. This is when I went to Florence in Italy. Florence, my bad. This was drawn at the airport. I was forever at the airport because my flight was delayed. But I drew this guy cleaning the glass. But it was really weird. This was like outside, right? Like the tube that connects to an airplane. And then this was just inside. And this guy was moving fast, so I like sketched him in really quickly. This one I think I drew when I came back, but I drew some of the statues that I saw. I'm really proud of doing this one because it's three people more or less interacting. So I really had to like keep the proportions in check and everything. But I think I did a pretty good job of that. I don't like his face, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Look at that butt. That's a pretty good butt, if you ask me. This is when I went to the museum where David is, and I drew him. It was really funny. I was next to two Americans, I believe, and they were there also on holiday, and they were also sketching David, and it was really funny. So yeah, I drew him. It was kind of hard drawing him because he's really, really big, right? He's like 5 meters. He's like 5 meters high or something. And then I close up of his face and I was like, let's pretend this never happened. But actually looking back, it's not, the feet are really bad. But in my defense, people were walking like in front of the feet, so I couldn't see them. And when I saw them, I had like 20 seconds to just draw whatever. These are some other statues that I also drew in person with, I think, these two that I took with me. They're very good for just like quick sketches. And then that was all I did in Florence. These are some sketches. I think I drew... No, one of these I drew while I was waiting for my pasta to boil. But I drew these all on like separate pieces of paper and just stuck them in. Ooh! Okay, I really love this Cassandra one. She's the love of my life. I think if anyone is... She has 1,000 fans, I'm one of them. If she has 0 fans, it's me. If she has no fans, I'm dead, right? Okay. This is a really big one that I just wanted to draw big. not gonna fit now, is it? There you go. Look, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's her face. It's not even in focus, whatever. This actually doesn't look as bad as I remember. I didn't like it, but it looks good. I'm so hard on myself. These were mostly all drawn during a lecture I had about like nihilism or absurdism or something. It was really weird. I really like this mech Miku. I did not draw that in class. But oh, look at that. This looks so good. It looks... I love mech Miku. Okay, yes, we're gonna continue this. Okay, I really don't like this. In my defense, I really wanted to paint because I'm not painting a lot. And I was like, maybe this sketchbook will handle acrylic paint. I don't know. So I did an Ishida Sui study because I love his art. And I was like, I'm gonna paint. And I took my paints and...
I didn't have white paints.
And if you know anything about painting, if you use this much paint, then like this much is white paint, right? And I didn't have white paint, so that made it very, very hard. And later I did actually kind of like fix the face, but that's why it didn't turn out, but I tried. I wanted to paint this one as well, but then I didn't. I had the sketch sitting forever, and I was like, I'm gonna have to do something with that. So I just colored it in with water-based markers and colored pencils. Yeah, I really love the more like graphic style. I really want to like digitize this and make it look better, and I love the colors, so that's good. We got some Miffy tape. I think at this point I was kind of in a rut or something. I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it. I drew this. Is it Miku? Is it not Miku? You can tell. You can judge. I don't have much to say about that. And these are some artist studies. I wrote some of the artists next to it. These I did not know. I might try my best and see if I can find them. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at other artists and see how they draw. This, however, was really fun. I went to Playgrounds in Eindhoven, which is like sort of a convention, and there were many artists there, and it was so cool. There was a sketch session where you just like draw, like there was a model and everyone drew them. So I started drawing, and then my pencil ran out of lead out of all times, and then I got just like a pencil. This was the next one. One of the people who were there, well, there was a sketch, there was like a, what's that called, like a podcast, but they were there. I don't know, an artist talk with Loish and Iris Compete, and that was really cool seeing Loish for the first time in real life. Wow. And then Aaron Blaze was there, and wow, that was amazing. Like I was almost in tears at his talk. He's worked on like The Lion King and The Beast from Beauty and Beast and Brother Bear and everything. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. I could talk about that forever, but I won't. And Power Dermans, I don't know, was another person who was there, and he was just like talking, and he would just drop the most gorgeous piece of art I've ever seen. He was like, oh, I did this concept art for this, and whatever. They didn't do anything with it. It's like, what? It was really good. So then I was really inspired to draw because I was like, wow, I'm gonna make awesome things as well. I didn't really do much drawing. These are some observational drawings on the 21st of March, and the next page is the 3rd of April. What did I do in those 10 days? Don't ask me, I genuinely do not know. Oh, actually I do. I was sick, and then I hurt my shoulder and my hands, and I couldn't draw. I think that's it. Anyways, some observational drawings once again with the pencil. We're almost at the end already. Wow. We are flying through this. I love talking. I miss recording videos, just yapping. Now in awesome quality, I hope. I don't actually know. And then another Miku, because who else am I gonna draw? Always looking. I don't know why I wrote that. This was also with this pen, I think. I kind of like this one. Yeah. This is Ko from Soban Hanakoken because I finally got around watching season 2. I'm actually in the middle of that still. But I like Ko. I didn't like it. Oh, whatever. From the Aida Iro Illustrations art book that I got, and I'm so happy with it. It looks so good. And then this kind of wing Hatsune Miku. This was like I drew most of the Hatsune Mikus previously from figurines because there are so many out there and I love them all. But I don't think I drew this. I just wanted. I remember. I wanted to draw her with wings, so like her back is here, right, and just wings. And I had like 3 attempts and not a good reference, and it just didn't turn out. And I was like, I cannot for the life of me figure out what the wings would look like from this angle, or at all. So I made her head sort of, I don't know, but I like it. And then we have a little Yippee Miku, which is really, really cute. I really like that. I just drew that from Pinterest as well. Ooh, this was, okay, so I was kind of like, my arm was feeling better in my hands and I could use it again. That was great. And I wanted to improve my art, so I was like, I'm gonna improve my arms because I'm so bad at drawing arms. Like, I don't get it. So we had some bones and run a mouse, whatever. This one, ooh, yeah, I was like, kind of like, not forcing, but like really trying to get back into drawing. And this page took forever, but I don't know much to say about it. We got a couple more studies. I always kind of I remember I had a very busy period with school, the finals of the semester and everything, and I couldn't do anything except work on that. And then when I was done, I was like, I'm gonna draw. I drew the rest of the sketchbook. So I started my mornings with some studies. These are some torso studies, whatever. We got some composition studies from J.C. Leindecker because I watched Sketches of Shay's Leindecker video, and I was like, whoa, I want to do that too. This is awesome. My hand was still kind of hurting at this point, but whatever. And some Lily of the Valley because those are cute. This is when I watched Cynic's Designs arms, anatomy quick tips arms, whatever. Wow, it was a great video. I feel like I know the entirety of arms now, and it was great. I would recommend that. This was another Leindecker study. I was watching this Minecraft video while drawing this, and that took forever, but I especially really like this part because I think that looks good, and the values as well, and I didn't feel like drawing that guy because this looks good. I used the pencil and a gel for this one, not this one, but one of these, and did some more artist studies. I think this was from, I guess, Bird Frog Draws. I found that on Pinterest, and then a couple random thingies, and then this is from an art book that I have. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, no. Was it striped there the entire time? That's bothersome. Whoops. This book, I don't exactly know who the artist is, because I guess Mon. But this, I found this in Japan in some random stationery store, but the art is gorgeous. Just, look at that. And I really want to get better at drawing Mac, because I'm not. I'm just gonna show this, and then you guys are gonna be like, there was such awesome art in this video. Just look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. So this girl, I don't know. This person is really good at drawing Mac, so I did some studies. And that's what you see on the right here. Let's see, we got more artist studies. This time, Demizu Polska, another artist that I love. I got 2 or 3 art books from her. Some composition or value studies, and then some line studies. She's the artist for Promised Neverland as well. These are, this was from Kat Liskey. I have her Wayfinder art book as well. I have a lot of art books, and I almost never look at them, but this time I was like, no, I'm gonna use them, which is great, and I love looking at pretty arts. And these are, I don't know, Pinterest? Oh, this was probably the statue that I found in Florence. Next up, spoilers, we got figure studies. Wow! Once again, with the click art pens, I would recommend these. I think they're really expensive online. I bought them in Japan and they were really cheap there, but I think you can buy them online for expensive. And then these were some studies, right? I wanted to do some figure studies again because it had been a while and I didn't really draw much. So yeah, figure studies from Line of Action, of course, because where else? 2 minutes it says, so I'm guessing it's 2 minutes. Oh, this one, I had to get this out to fix this bee that was underneath there. Funny. Wow, who would have guessed? More Hatsune Miku. That's it. And on the right, we got some more free-handed studies. This is from a Ayanami Rei statue that I have. Love Rei. I already said that 10 minutes ago, and this is, what's her name? Anju from Eryuto Denki Ningyo, which is a manga that I'm reading. This is from a poster that I made, but except I only took out state water. Next up, I just noticed that this is everywhere, but I got some flowers from my garden and I pressed them and then I put them in here on a black background to make it all smooth and high contrast, whatever. Then I didn't feel like drawing anymore for a while, I think. But I love this color palette. I was like, I'm gonna draw with this color palette, so that's what I did. Good, I really like this one. That's all I have to say about that. Ooh, this is, I like this spread. This spread took forever, 3 days or something, or 5 days even. Wait, I drew this one on the 13th, and then I drew this one on the same day, I believe, and then the rest was just drawn here and there. These were all from some pictures that I took in Japan. I really like this spread. I think it looks good. I like the Kinkakuji. I was watching Hilda, or rewatching Hilda when I drew this. Hilda is such a good show, and I just watched like 5 episodes and drew the entirety of it. So this is some of that. Next up, this is actually almost the last spread. I'm sorry the lighting is so incredibly bad. I don't know what to say about it. This was actually also drawn in a period of like 2 weeks because I did the sketch and the line art, and then my hand hurt way too much to color it. And then I went back in and colored it, and I didn't like it how I colored it when I did it, but looking back, it looks really good. I don't know why I'm so hard on myself. Except for the clavicle area, that's really bad. But I like this, I like it. So I stuck it in here. These are some Hijimoto studies from Chainsaw Man. From a manga that I have, because I watched this video essay on Look Back, which is also from Tatsuki Hijimoto, and it's so good, and I love his rough line. I especially really love this angel sketch. I think it looks good. These were also free-handed, I think, so that's why Tenchi looks really rough. We are at the last page, boys. Wow. Oh, I played through Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box, I think the English name is. And I love, apart from the games and the puzzles and everything, the stylization is so good, and I love the art so much. It's really like the way they make like the tiniest like knees and just whoop, and it's so good. And like the faces are so stylized and so pretty. I also watched the movie Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva just the other day. Okay, the ending was kind of weird, but so good, so good. Seeing it animated like that, oh, so good. I could go on about that forever, but anyways, we are at the last page. It says thank you. I started saying thank you instead of bye because I like that, because I want to thank the sketchbook for being with me through hard times. I'm losing my mind. That's okay. Started it on February 7th, finished it on 4/20, April 20th, with Miku saying bye in the same style as the front. No, not the same art style, but the same colors and everything. Oh, also there's 2 Miku. Comment down below how many Miku are in this sketchbook. I know nobody's gonna do that, but I don't want to count either. This is actually a sketch, or like a mock-up, not a mock-up, for this thing I wanted to do, and I started that, and I don't like sew. I can't sew. We got a sparrow. That's not a sparrow. What is that in English? I don't know. Bird. And this other sketch that I probably drew during class or something. And I drew this right after watching Look Back, I believe. I think it's so funny because I read the manga while I was like cooking dinner in like 20 minutes, and the movie was an hour, but it was so good. Watch Look Back. And this is, I think, with this one as well. And we got a girl. And I think that's it. Oh wait, we have got this. Let's see. I hope that anything was visible. I drew this sketch, and I was like, oh, I like this. And then I made like a full body, and then I kind of went on designing just like the outfit and everything. I kind of like it, so I stuck it in here because I knew that I would not look at it ever again otherwise. So, but it'll go like that. Yes, that's it. That's the sketchbook. It was kind of a weird sketchbook for me because it was pretty thin. It only had 40 pages, I believe, but it took quite some time. I went through some stuff, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I love this spread. We're gonna look at it again. There was a lot of Hatsune Miku in here because I just really like drawing her. And I will, oh, this is gonna fall apart. I will continue to do so. I also really like this spread. I hope you enjoyed it as well. It's been weird not filming at all, but I'm sort of editing. I'm sort of like still pushing off editing my Japan vlogs because seeing myself in a vlog is cringe. But I'm working on it. I will see you guys in my next video. Who knows what that's gonna be. I'm gonna have a bonus video at the end. Stay tuned. I will see you guys later. I hope that the audio sounds good. I still really have to research how to make it sound better. But it's better than my phone. So anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Happy sketching. Bye.